Lost Relics, Conqueron Boss Encounter.
Hello and welcome to another Lost Relics video. Today we'll be diving into the Conqueron Boss Encounter that came out with the Iron Clash Valor Expedition. We'll be going through my item build and combat strategy with live commentary to take you through what I'm thinking mid-combat. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that little bell for more Lost Relics content like this. Let's jump in.
Gear and consumables.
Alrighty, first off, let's have a look at my item build. As you can see here, I am rocking a World Slayer, which is fully sharded with poison and crit chance, which is a pretty cool weapon to have. At the moment, you can use your virtual weapons, or you could also do this with mythical weapons. It'll just take a bit longer. And then for ranged, I've got the Brood Queen's Oath, also fully sharded up with Chill and Decay. I'm a bit of a cheapskate with the armor, just because I know there is a bug that can happen sometimes with Conqueron. And you never know if you're going to get it or not, and if you die, you know, it's just a schlep to get your items back. I've got one healing item, the Harvester of Sorrow, 900 health and 900 energy, 5 uses per adventure. Mark of True for some extra melee weapon damage, since I'm going mostly building around my World Slayer. The Empowered Titan Takedown for plus 60% weapon damage to Guardians. Since I have crit on my World Slayer, I'm boosting that with the Necrophancy, so getting an extra 20% crit chance, plus 20% crit damage. Abyssal Dominator, plus 16% to melee, ranged, and magic weapon damage. And then we've got the Netherband for an extra 25% melee damage against monsters above 50%. If you look at the stats here, you can see that my crit chance is sitting at about 32%. And you can see here from the World Slayer, we've got 12 plus Necrophancy. So I guess in 1 in 3 hits, you know, we're hitting crit, which is pretty rad. And crit damage is looking really good with the core and the Necrophancy. That's looking awesome. Let's talk consumables. Because I've only got this as the healing item and I'm trying to do this boss as cheap as possible with a cheap Stormhold armor, I'm also just taking fish. There's so much fish to go around because of the production quests. So I've got plenty for health. And basically each one of these kind of represents one hit from Conqueron in his rage form, because he can do about 1,300 damage. I think it's a little bit more with this armor. So every time you take a hit, you can at least just heal yourself, and leading up to his enraged state, you can probably take 2 or 3 hits before having to use one of these fish. And of course, going into the battle, we've got those Guardian encounters. And then I've just got one fireproof just because I'm lazy, don't feel like waiting for those fire traps. You can just run right through them, and obviously facing off against Netherdemon, it's always nice to have a fireproof. Alrighty. Let's get stuck into the encounter.
The battle.
Alrighty, let's go.
I am Conqueron. Your path ends beneath my heel. Dark legions rise.
Alrighty, let's try take out the Necromages first. And then these bomb dudes are kind of annoying. Let's just use some magic there. Whoop, dodge. There we go. One more. Nice. I think I'll pop my potion here. There we go. Too lazy. Let's go.
Still alive? How quaint. Endurance will not save you from inevitability.
Alrighty, Netherdemon. Dodge the stomp. Getting close. Watch out for the Necromage there. Take him out. Get out of the way of the stomp. Here comes the summon. Take out the summon. And then just kite around his melee attacks. Dodge. Get back in there. Basically rinse and repeat. Here comes the stomp. Get back. Get back in. And he's pretty much done. Alright. Gotta hit all the traps if you've got your fireproof potion. Part of the encounter.
Feel the weight of conquest closing in.
Alright, in this encounter, I like to try and focus on Drondor, just because he's got the double stun. And Grod is kind of slow, so I try and just get as much health off Drondor first. And if you can get them lined up like this, you can kind of treat them like one Guardian. They almost like sync up a little bit. It's even better if you can get them standing on the same spot. just be sure to dodge the stuns. As you can see, I'm not running any potions to avoid the stuns. I'm trying to do this encounter as cheap as possible. And then, yeah, once it's down to one-on-one, you just take him down.
If ruin will not come for you, I shall deliver it myself.
Let's go.
Carve your defiance into the stone beneath my feet.
So with Conqueron, you can basically do a similar thing to Valora, where you get 2 hits in and step. So it's like step. Well, it's like 1, 2, step. Okay, right there, he got me. 1, 2. Try use those major abilities when you can. And when he gets down to 75%, his next encounter starts. So I noticed those lasers appear on the diagonals. So if you stand square on with him, you won't get hit with the initial laser spawn. Okay, so swing, swing, step. Swing, swing. I try and mix it up. Sometimes the third swing leaves you open. So I'll go in for like a 1, and then sometimes a 2, and then sometimes I'll take a hit. Luckily with my Harvester of Sorrow, I can just, mitigate the hits every now and then. Plus we're super prepared with fish, so we'll be fine. Okay, and we just hack him down. I think his next phase is at 40%. So if you can get your major in just before he hits 40.
The rhythm of war, and dance upon the steel of perfection.
Okay, round and round we go. Obviously if you have potions this will go much quicker, but the point is to just do this cheaper. And if you're running weaker weapons, it'll just take longer, but the mechanics are the same. With this section, just try run up as close as possible. You don't want to be caught on the back end of the laser. So try get up nice and close. And yeah, I try to finish these with magic, but it's pretty futile. Okay, and then in this section of the encounter, coming up to his Wrath mode, or his Enraged mode, there's a chance that there's this weird bug that happens where you get these ghost hitboxes. And I've died from it once before. This is also why we're doing this encounter nice and cheaply. But I don't really understand how it works or when it happens or why. And I'm sure they will fix it.
You have earned my wrath.
And I think...
Every strike,
yeah.
every breath, every heartbeat will be your undoing.
Here you can actually see the bug in action. So I got unlucky with this recording. It happened to be the bug, which is actually pretty cool. So we can work through it together. So I decided to go ranged. And I thought, okay, cool, the bug is happening, I can't get close to him, I just take ghost damage, so let me just do some range. And then, strangely enough, I noticed I wasn't getting hit anymore, so I went back in for the melee here. So it looks like it can happen when he goes into Wrath mode. And shout out to planetsurgery. I know he mentioned if you just wait a couple of seconds, those ghost hitboxes can disappear. There we go, we got it. And that is the boss encounter.
Final thoughts.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and entertaining. I'd love to hear how you handle the Conqueron encounter and what item builds you are running. So let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell for more Lost Relics content like this. Good luck out there, and I'll see you in the next video.
Play Lost Relics for free on Epic Games. Tune in live on Twitch at Nick Nightshade. Or else.